road you guys want to go down, man? We'll go down this row. Buds coming out. You guys see we got buds. But more interesting than the buds is just the sheer size of these plants. I'm going to ask him some of his grow tech, and we'll talk about bug control, and we'll talk about nutrient, you know, what he does as far as what's in the dirt. You know, he's got these giant holes in the ground. Look at the holes. He doesn't even need raised beds, guys. It's all in a hole. It's like almost as far as the eye can see, and he's totally legal. You know, they make you put a fence around. You've got, and even though he's on his own private, nobody can see this from anywhere. He still has to abide, and he does. He does. But, you guys might get a kick out of these trees here. Now that's obnoxious. That's higher than 15 feet. That's crazy. That's closer. Jeez Louise, bro. These trees are so tall, I can't even. I'm gonna make another video of me and the other side. Maybe he'll come out here and I'm lost. I'm lost. This reminds me of The Shining, bro. Wow. No, bro, I want you here, brother. Oak tree, oak tree. There he is. Now, I want to show you in relation to the size of these. Yeah, all right. And how tall are you? 5'8". Okay, so this guy's 5'8", you guys. I can't even get far enough back. Oh, there we go. To get it all in the shot, I have to walk back so far. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Oak tree. Oh yeah, what all are you, what are the strains? Garlic butter. What was the second strain you said? I forgot. It was something frosting. Oh. Garlic butter. Okay. Emerald Fire OG. These plants are 12 feet tall. Easy. Yeah, they're nice and healthy.
All right, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that video that plays at the beginning of the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I had to get my coffee. I hope you guys are ready for a show. Who's ready for a show? I got some clean glass. Look at that. It's not sparkling clean. I didn't use the I've got a bottle brush. I didn't use it. You know, usually I use a bottle brush and dish soap, but it's like, no, I'm not gonna get crazy. I'm just gonna get all the resin out of it. So I'm looking at Ethereum. I was listening to Carl the Moon, and look at this, man. That's Ethereum, guys. And I got it when it was way lower than that. So, he was right, man. Carl was fucking, he said, he was looked at a Head and Shoulders, and he said, this is how I learned my stuff, man, listening to these guys. He said this was going to happen about 2 hours ago. And I just pulled all this money out of Bitcoin, you know? And I don't want it sitting out in the bank, really. I wanted to pull it out of Bitcoin because I wanted to make some profit off of Bitcoin. Well, Ethereum's on its way up, and if you buy in now, it should hit what he's assuming is going to go all the way up to, he said over $4,000. It's at 37.8 right now. It's almost at 3,800. As soon as it hits 3,800, I'm in total profit on it. on what my purchase that I made today. So it's at $37.89. And that's fucking exciting. Nobody's saying anything in the chat at all. Can anybody say... Can anybody say anything in the chat at all? Anyone? Besides Debbie and Nick that said hello like 5 minutes ago? Is the chat not working, guys? Hey, oh, hey, Nick, JJ Bradshaw, hey, Monique, hey, no, just got here, hey, Lisa, hey, please do not lol, hey, please do not lol, what's up? So, hi, Debbie, good. So, we'll keep our eye on that Ethereum. It just peaked and started headed back downwards right here. I'm not even looking at Bitcoin. Isn't that funny? Look at what Bitcoin just did. Bitcoin's just dumping, and I got out of it. You know, I got my little thing that I want to play with out of it, and now I'm going to take that, put it in Ethereum. Not all of it, good part of it. See if I can ride that one up a little bit. We'll see. You know, doing a little trading, a little day trading today. I was like, hey man, I wonder if I could make some trades and make some money. We'll see. You know, I'm actually going to try to do it. Finally. I think I'm ready. No staking. You know, just straight up. Or not, I'm sorry, not, I didn't mean staking, I meant no leveraging. No leveraging. Hey man, Ethereum's about to go upwards again. Look at that yellow marker, guys. What is going to happen? Is it going to hit 38? Is it going to go to 4,000 during the show? Carl the Moon says it should. He says it should go well over 4,000. As soon as it hits 3,800, I'm making money. So, we'll keep our eye on that. So I'm so glad all of you said hello. We've got the grow up over here. Right there. Keep our eye on that. I went down there earlier and checked the trikes. There are no amber trikes in that fucking grow, and there are no exploded trichome heads either. So as soon as I look and I start seeing trichome heads exploding, they're coming down. We have got this amazing selection here. This is like a toy store, man. And I took a nap earlier. You know, this cannabis just knocks me for a loop. And I took a nap earlier, and the alarm in the grow woke me up. So I woke up, checked the cameras. Crazy fucking wind. That's all it was. And I've noticed I had a little bit of a headache. It wasn't really a headache. It was just kind of the start of one. So I went back to sleep. I woke up again. And it was still kind of there, so I took 2 Advil. And it's almost like I feel like I'm in a fog from the cannabis. Like, it's so powerful, and I'm so not used to this stuff that it's just kicking my ass. You know? But, I don't know. I'm going to smoke some more, and I'm going to find out. So, I'm going to open these and let them air out a little bit, smell them. Oh, they're getting so much better. This one, just let it breathe. This one can be closed right back up again. That is there. That is plant number 6, the wedding cake. Plant number 5 here. Man, it almost smells like sour diesel. Let that breathe a little bit. I'd say that's good enough to cover back up. Okay, plant number 4 is that severe purple plant. A little bit of a tortilla smell in there still. But so much better than it was yesterday. It's amazing the amount of improvement. And remember, these leaves are going to have an unpleasant odor on them, the leaves. So when you trim those leaves off, man, that all goes away. All right. Let's check out plant number 3, the Candy Kush. Oh, wow, man. It's like smelling a bottle of wine. It's so rich and aromatic and so strong and heavy. This is like the flagship this year, man. That plant number 3. I mean, we'll see what the Girl Scout cookies does, but man, that is bomb F. Okay, this is the Sour D. Totally Sour D, dude. Debbie said hi. Oh, okay, yeah, that was from before. Okay, top of the hour, let's smoke. I got the Sour D. We'll get on to plant number 1. I got the Sour D open, so let's just do that one. We'll knock some of this leaf off. Why not? There's a hair on there. I can see it. I saw a freaking hair. Where'd it go? Maybe it fell off. Okay. So let's look at this really quick. I swear I think there's a hair on there, but we'll see it when we put the camera on it. Alright guys, check this thing out. This is what I'm about to smoke for top of the hour. Wait. Here we go. That's my top of the hour smoke, guys. That's what's going down right now. What do you guys think? Rank that in the chat, 1 to 10, 10 being the best. What would you give this out of 1 to 10, you guys? 1 out of 10. A 10 out of, what would you give it? Out of 10, what do you give it? I kind of want to leave that one there, and then I'll just grab another and smoke another one. So you can look at that while I smoke it. You know? Nine and a half. Wow, thanks, buddy. That's good. 8. Right on. Oh, boy. So that's the Sour D. Here we go. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't business for all. And let me say hello, JJ. Hello, Billy. Cheers to both of you. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Expando. That's Expando, bud. That's what we used to call that when I was a kid. Adam Benson. Man, it expands inside your lungs. Feels like your lungs are going to explode once it gets in there. You're like, oh my God, what happened? So Deasley, so powerful. I'm so fucking racy high. Oh my God. Bro, that is fucking sour D. There is no doubt about it. Holy shit. If I remember correctly, that's the kind of shit that Mark likes. I think he likes the fuely strains. Holy shit. Bitcoin has dropped down to 57,660. Ethereum is up to 3,792, guys. It's about to hit that 3,800. I'm in profit right now. I'm in profit on Ethereum. It always drops after I buy it. And it did. I bought it. It dropped a little bit. I was like, fuck. It's like, I'll watch it later. And listen to what Carl the Moon said. Hey, 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 hey. You guys want to hear what Carl the Moon said? Check this out. You guys, it's a short video. And you're gonna see the same kind of shit that I'm always talking about, okay? Listen to what he says. This is a very short video. Okay? It's only I watched the video like 4 times. I always do that when it's a short video. I always watch it over and over and over again, guys. It's like I'm trying to educate myself, you know, and get better at this shit.
And I'm going to bring you this cryptocurrency video, and right now the Bitcoin price is breaking higher, and I'm going to show you exactly what I think is going to happen in the immediate short term. There is a big warning sign, of course. I want to show you that, but before I go into the Bitcoin price, I want to talk about the Ethereum price, because look at this. This is Ethereum against the US dollar, and it looks to me like Ethereum is forming a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern here.
There you go.
And if this breaks to the upside, then we are going to see something like this. Let me show you here. Like this. And basically, you can see here. So we have a shoulder, and then we have a head, and a shoulder. And the target in this case would be all the way up here at $4,600. That would be an absolute insane breakout if we see this happen.
Listen to what he says right here.
26% move, so this would be an incredible trade if we can pull this off. Obviously this would mean that we go into a new all-time high for Ethereum, because the previous all-time high was back here down at 4.3 approximately. So is this going to take place or not? Well, that depends.
You're 47
it
cents.
remains to be seen. But the resistance that I'm watching right now is $3,650 approximately. If we break through here, then I think we're going to see at least a push to the upside.
Now you guys hear that? He said if you get past this amount, 3650 or whatever, he says you're going to see a push past. When I looked at Ethereum, it was already over that, and I was like, oh fuck, it's about to make that move. That he predicted this move totally. Reverse head and shoulders, right, guys?
We're not necessarily going to go all the way up to the target, but I do think that if we break this resistance, we're definitely going to see a push, and that's a perfect opportunity for a trade on Ethereum. I actually already put in a small Ethereum long position here.
Right, so he says, I bought some Ethereum, I'm going long, he said, because I think it's gonna go up over time. So long is a long-term investment, right? Listen what he says, and listen to how much Bitcoin he's already won on this other investment.
Even though I usually always wait for the breakout, but I am seeing some strength here in the immediate short term. If we break through this resistance, then I am going to increase my position size, and I'm going to open up more positions on my other platforms. So that's a trade for Ethereum that could be playing out very, very soon. Going back to Bitcoin, I want to show you this chart. So essentially, what we're seeing here is still a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, which obviously could mean that if the Bitcoin is going to go quite sideways here for a little while. And as I'm recording this, Bitcoin is literally right now testing this white resistance at 58.3K.
It's at 57.6
and I showed you yesterday
now.
how important this level is, because if we zoom out, you can see that we saw some resistance right there.
That's basically when I sold.
This is an incredibly important level, and the fact that we're in this big rising wedge, running into some resistance, means that this could be a good place to take some profits off of our long positions, because we could see this scenario play out where we come back down like this, But like I said yesterday, even if we do see this come down here, we're still bullish because we're still in an uptrend. We have higher lows, higher highs. We are clearly in a Bitcoin bull trend here. That is very, very clear to me right now. And if we do break above 58k, then I think that could be a fantastic place to potentially put in another long position. Because if we break this level, then I think we're probably going to see a run way above.
Then it's time to buy more Bitcoin at 58
right for the Bitcoin price and Ethereum price. And if you guys want to put in a long position on Bitcoin or Ethereum, or if you even want to short Bitcoin maybe, remember that I have my recommended exchanges down below. Below my video, you find my Bybit link, Phoenix link, and Prime XBT link. And you can see here that you can get huge bonuses for signing up and using my links. On Prime XBT, you get a 50% deposit bonus if you use my voucher code. But this is only for experienced traders. My Phoenix position is right now 380% in profits. My Prime XBT position is right now almost 4 Bitcoin in pure profits.
Dude, this kid just made $200,000. $240,000, something like that. Like that. He just made $250,000, guys. Profit. On a long trade. He just made $250,000. And he says it, and it's like it doesn't even register with him. Listen to him say it again.
Profits. My Prime XBT position is right now almost 4 Bitcoin in pure profits. And over on Bybit, I have right now opened up a Ethereum long position, $200,000, and I have my Bitcoin position, $300,000, and I have another Bitcoin position worth $400,000 over on my other Bybit account. And now
he plays with money like most of us play with our dicks. So, who is this? I follow another YouTuber who said the exact same thing this morning. Yeah, you should follow a bunch of different YouTubers and get as much different advice from as many different people as you can. Get as many sources as you can. I like Crypto Lark. I like Benson Crypto. There's some other ones that I like. I'm watching... I'm getting a lot out of Stansberry Investing, or whatever the name of that channel is, man. I fucking subscribed to it today because I really like her interviews.
Now I want to know about your positions. How much are you...
Yeah, I don't have any positions, man. I'm basically just... Ain't no action going on over here. I'm long on everything. Long-term investment. There's no excitement. But today was exciting. Today I tried it. I tried my hand, and I'm still waiting to find out what the results are going to be from my trade, but I already made profit off of one of them, and now I'm waiting to see what the second one's going to do, and I'm taking his word on it. But, there's another website, it's another YouTube channel, it's called Raishiz Crypto, and I love it. It's Raishiz, I believe. Crypto Maniac. Well, not if you open it up, Billy. Why don't you open up that channel? Crypto Maniac. So this is Carl the Moon. So if you type in the Moon, you might not find it. If you type in the Moon Crypto, his channel will come up. It's just called the Moon, but his name is Carl. And man, when I'm looking to spend or pull money out or spend some money on crypto, I will go right to his channel and see what Bitcoin, what Ethereum is doing. He does really good analysis. Invest Answers. This guy's pretty good. Raishiz has 372 people watching Raishiz right now. Raishiz Crypto. Raishiz. Let's look at Raishiz. I want to pull up. Raishiz is always on. Let's go to inside this guy right here. Answers. Invest Answers. He does a live stream.
And remember, this is happening in India, where there was a proposed crypto ban a while back, but that's all been done away with, and we're off to the races. Now, in terms of some green news, because the planet's very important for us all, and I love the Canadians, a place in North Vancouver announced it would become the first world city to be heated almost entirely by Bitcoin mining, an innovative way to tackle climate change using cryptocurrency mining. So as you know, as we covered yesterday as well, Canada has really exploded in this whole area of Bitcoin mining. And that is just awesome. Imagine using all the energy to save energy as a byproduct of crypto mining. And they believe they can recover something like 96% of all the electricity used for Bitcoin mining in the form of heat energy. So that's an awesome win. But we have some other kind of climate news. And the reason I'm covering this, this Guardian article was a little bit alarmist again. Thank you, Sanjay, for sending it. But the reason I believe it's important is if you are planning to invest in real estate or relocate to a certain place, it's important to know what the climate could look like over the next 5 to 10 years. And these are some indications of what it could look like based on global warming. So let's look at a few little maps real quick. There'll only be a few seconds, so I'm not a climate change denier or anything like that. I'm just saying from an investment perspective, if you're planning to move to somewhere like Dallas, Texas, the heat could be excruciating. Parts of Florida, parts of Cuba, parts of Mexico, Southern California, really hot in the future. Let's look at, what is this? Asia, Russia. You can see the biggest problems here. Again, India can get super hot. Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, parts of the Middle East. This means that basically temperatures could be at 40 Celsius, 45 Celsius, 50 Celsius, which is unbearable heat to live in if you don't have air conditioning. Let's see what else. Climate change. This is funny. Europe. Everything's fine in Europe. It's not going to get hot, with the exception of a couple of hot spots in Spain. And finally, what do we have? Australia and Oceania. Obviously, Darwin and Cairns in the Northern Territories will be brutally hot. They already are, but they're going to become unbearable. So if you're planning to move or buy real estate in any of those places, be careful. They may be uninhabitable in 10, 15 years or so. So not being alarmist, just, keep your investment mind on. So a big thank you to everybody. I'm going to open this up to some Q&A right now, and I hope everybody's having a happy Thursday. Let me pop up these questions. A big thank you to the moderators in the chat and K8 and everybody else. And yesterday I had some hard questions. I was spending way too much time on them, so hopefully they are easier today. X-Ray Vision 1. Is it possible to show a screenshot of the questions you received during the Q&A? So it's easier to follow along. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to do that yet. But I will read each question carefully as we do that. So thank you for that. There is a way of pulling the super chats in, but it's hard to get rid of them when they're in there. But I'll make sure I'm much clearer when I enunciate the actual questions. From Luke Broyles, possible that the 2 million coins and exchanges liquid will be the only supply ever? Perhaps will never be many more left beyond that, if no bear. Thoughts? So the number on the exchanges, yes, it's dwindling, and some people that have their coins on the exchanges will not be selling. I have some in cold storage. I have some on the exchanges, so I don't plan on selling, but I do kind of move them around. I think if the price is right, as they always say, there's always a price for everything.
Yeah.
If the price really goes up, more coins will go in the exchange. We've seen that in the past. We saw that in 2017, 2018. When prices shoot up, whales bring their coins on and then sell them. So I wouldn't be too concerned. But the point is, if there are more MicroStrategy type organizations or Teslas, when they buy Bitcoin, they buy it to hold it, and they own big chunks. In fact, I heard Tesla already made $1 billion from their investment. So
it's got more than
job,
250,000 subscribers.
But again, if the price goes up crazy, there'll always be a seller, as they say. Max Quirrell. It's Max from Canada. If I had capital to buy another Bitcoin, should I buy a whole coin or use that money for multiple antiminers? What would the benefit my wallet be long term? So somebody actually had a mining machine, and they could calculate they could make a couple of dollars.
Bitcoin's down to 57.3.
You just have to, depending on the type of version of Antminer, some of the new ones are 3 times more efficient.
Ethereum is down to 37.7.
How much your electricity costs, how much your opportunity cost of your time is, and people don't actually calculate that. So the average person, in my opinion, their time is worth at least $50 an hour to $100 an hour. If you are spending 6 to 10 hours a week, which is the required time to mine, say 6 times 60, it's $360. If you're not making, after your expenses and your equipment and your electricity, if you're not making way more than $500 a week, you shouldn't do it. So think about that. But if you have the time and the passion, then go for it. Otherwise, I would just buy Bitcoin. The appreciation is easier. MT, I've heard you say before that you would sell Ethereum, but your cost basis prevents it. If your cost basis in ETH was 2,000, would you sell, even with short-term capital gains? Maybe, yes. But the problem is my cost base is more like 200, so selling now would have huge implications, even though it's all into the long-term capital gain threshold. But at the same time, I'm waiting to see, and we'll see how it goes. Again, as I said, Ethereum is not going to endure 4,000. From there, it can very easily double up to 8. My target's 8,900. That's when I'll consider moving some around and doing my tax calculations. But taxes are a pain for sure. Craig M. Dorsey mentioned the benefits of a decentralized social media platform. Is that possible for fact-based, unbiased media? What would that look like? So, Craig, this is a brilliant question. I think the future of everything needs to go on the blockchain. And I don't know if you know the way they can penalize people for misbehaving on blockchains. I think that needs to be put in place. So, for example, if you spam somebody, either you get blocked or kicked out of a network, or if you say something that's rude to somebody else, you get fined maybe 100 Satoshis. That's what I think will be very, very helpful. Basically, a self-regulating mechanism with penalties.
He's talking about AI.
So I think
no,
that is
no,
possible,
no, no, no,
and
no,
that's
no,
what
no,
we
no,
want.
no, no, no.
And with that, it'll be a lot safer. There'll be no spam. There'll be no hate speech.
Mistake.
There'll be no, human trafficking, all that type of stuff.
Oh, I
believe.
can't chat.
Chad G, GBTC discount is at 17%. What happens if the futures ETF is approved,
Dude,
but
I'm
not
gonna
for
tell
GBTC? Thinking to move from GBTC to BTC.
Oh, you can't
worried
super
about more
chat?
discount shrinkage, but also missing out if GBTC converts to ETF. Thoughts? First of all, I don't think there'll be a spot
No super chat.
Bitcoin ETF happening this year. That'll happen next year.
I've never seen
the
that.
futures ETF will happen this year, probably in the next week or so.
Why no super
so
chat?
Grayscale will not be involved. I believe Grayscale will be one of the 3 that will be approved
Super
first as
sticker.
spot ETFs. That's my thinking. I could be wrong. But at the same time, when you look at the discount and the price of GBTC, it's hard to give up that near 20% discount right now to convert, because you'll just be taking a big penalty. If you are in a tax-free account, definitely hold it there. If you're not in a tax-free account, maybe think about moving. Now, if you are in a tax-free account, Chad, I think about trading it as well. Selling the tops and bottoms, even GBTC has a lot of volatility intraday, and you could kind of reduce your cost basis that way. So hope that helps. Santiago L, how are you in Colombia? Do you ever trade options on FTX? If not, any reason why? No, I use a different platform for trading options for those. But they have acquired a company called Ledger X, and then I will be moving my crypto options trading to that platform within FTX, but not right now. MindFed, if you had much more DOT than SOL right now, would you sell DOT to get more SOL? If yes, at what price? So MindFed, I look at the relative market caps and the intrinsic value of the smart contract platforms. And as I said yesterday, I believe Polkadot is overvalued, overhyped compared to Solana. Solana has much more adoption, much more dApps, much more TVL, much more users, much more growth. All the 20 things that we measure, it is higher, it's faster. Now, the crown jewel that Polkadot has, though, is the fact that if people will start buying the token for the auctions, it could drive more price. But I would definitely, at that level it's at right now, I still do believe Polkadot is going to $98, I think, this run. But I think Solana could go higher. So maybe shave some off. My Polkadot position is about a 30th the size of my Solana position. but I've been going kind of all in on Solana. I'm putting my money where my mouth
I can't
is.
believe Super Chat's turned
And
on.
we'll see next year if I'm right or wrong. So I hope that helps. Luke again, if ETH 2.0 is flawless and goes to 100,000 transactions per second, would you sell off some Sol as ETH would become and regain the edge against Sol or remain
A lot
50-50?
to get through.
I think I would if ETH does nail ETH 2.0 and they do it fast without losing market share, I would definitely move everything to ETH. Absolutely. I'm all about which platform is best, which platform has most network effects, scalability, kind of the trilemma of security, speed, decentralization, cost, all that type of stuff. That's what I would do for sure.
Yeah.
Gidan Charlie.
Whatever, dude. No Super Chats. That's lame. I don't know where he's getting his questions from. I don't know where he's answering, where he's looking at getting those questions from people. Fucking sucks. Ooh, Ethereum has gone down and it's at 37.75. And Bitcoin is way down 57.275. Very, very, very exciting. I'm going to watch the secular talk. Let me check this thing out right here.
So, One America News is one of the most right-wing outlets in the country. So, of course, you have, whatever sort of white nationalist outlets that might exist on the dark web that maybe have attracted some fans. But outside of that, you have Newsmax and One America News Network compete all the time to see who can be the most crazy. Well, it appears like we have a winner because if there's any lines that you can't cross, this segment, cross that line. Take a look.
And when all the dust settles from the audit in Arizona and the potential audits in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Nevada, and Wisconsin, what happens to all these people who were responsible for overthrowing the election?
What? Oh my god, what a dumb fuck. Can you believe these people, they call themselves news? And they got this fucking dumb fuck on their news station just spouting straight bullshit lies right to your face. What a dumbass. What an idiot.
What are the consequences for traitors who meddled with our sacred democratic process and tried to...
Oh, you mean like the way Donald Trump contacted those election people in Georgia and tried to have them find votes that weren't there? Oh, yeah, man. What do we do about those traitors? You fucking dumbass. You're not even a hypocrite because what you're accusing, you're just projecting. What you're accusing other people of, they haven't done, but you guys have, you fucking Trump-supporting piece of shit. It's so fucking hilarious. This shit needs to be called out, guys. Sorry, you guys, it's got to be fucking called out. I wonder what Kyle Klinsky's going to say.
To steal power by taking away the voices of the American people.
80 million to 74 million, I believe that's what it was, right? Wasn't it 80 million to 74? Where are you going to get all those extra those millions of votes? You fucking lying piece of shit. It would have had to have been millions and millions of votes for that to be true, right? Joe Biden won by 6 million or more votes. Hey, Steve. Hey, right, Philip? Right? Nice. Hey, nice one, man. What's up?
What happens to them? Well, in the past, America had a very good solution for dealing with such traitors. Execution.
What a douchebag.
That is this close, even in a totally free speech country like our own with the First Amendment, that is this close to being illegal. Illegal. The only thing it's missing
It's
is
inciting.
to bring up a specific name.
Right. So he's inciting violence. He's recommending those people need to be executed, and Kyle Klinsky is correct.
Because a direct threat of violence is, we should kill these people, and here's who I'm talking about, here's the list. And then, of course, if you throw in to boot, here's where they live, here's where they work, whatever, then it's illegal. That's just flat out illegal. And I'm as big of, everybody knows this, I'm as big of a free speech absolutist, free speech bro as there is out there.
Yes, he is. It's one of the few things that I still love about that guy. Him and I agree on the First Amendment stuff.
But right there, son, you're skating on thin ice.
Right.
Because that shit is fucking crazy. Talking about killing your political opponents, executing your political opponents. By the way, executing for what? Because
for what Donald Trump actually did do, that's in a recorded call to the state of Georgia. You guys should hear Donald Trump begging Georgia to go find votes. Well, maybe you guys could just find some votes. If you could just, if the votes would just turn up. Maybe the votes could just appear magically.
The thing with the election, Trump...
Yeah, I just need 100,000 votes in my favor.
Won, and then they covered it up, and there were 60 plus lawsuits.
So much coffee.
Donald Trump lost every single one except one, and the one that he won was
Ethereum.
over some procedural nonsense
I bought
that had
some,
no bearing on the
Ethereum.
outcome of the election. These guys are so insane, they've gotten themselves to believe that Trump really won the election. It was really stolen from him by a half-dead zombie Biden. And, these people are traitors. Guys, just so you understand, in a lot of these cases that Trump lost about the election, they were Trump-appointed judges and other Republican-appointed judges. And they looked at the evidence and they laughed it out of the courtroom. Like, what are you talking about? There's no evidence of any of this shit. The conspiracy theories are bonkers. They say Maduro and Venezuela hacked some of the voting machines because the company had a connection with them or some shit, as if secretly Maduro runs the world. I mean, what a joke this is. Talk about, this is like Russiagate on steroids, the right-wing version of Russiagate.
Some Q-spiracy
Like, what are you
shit.
talking about?
It's like all Q shit.
And see, this is what happens. This is what happens. People believe insanity, and if you convince yourself it's real, if you truly believe Trump won the election, well, then what? Well, it's to storm the Capitol and break some windows.
You guys, how many votes did Donald Trump win the election by? Okay, Google. How many votes did Joe Biden win the election by?
Here are some results.
Why can't you just say the number? Why can't Google just give me the number? I said how many votes did Trump win the election by? That's what I said.
In their mind, that's like the least they could do. The least. That's like, we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. We haven't crossed any lines at all, given the severity of the crime. And you have this garbage network is feeding that.
Can somebody give me the exact number of votes that Joe Biden won the election by how many votes? Can somebody look that up and let me know?
They're feeding that frenzy. You got a bunch of people out there, a lot of people are seriously hurting and suffering. They don't have a job, or they don't have, that much money in the bank account, and they're on a steady diet of right-wing insanity, and maybe you throw some drugs in the mix, you throw a little bit of undiagnosed paranoid schizophrenia or PTSD or something of that nature, and somebody might do some shit. All because this jackass is out there saying, kill him, execute him.
I just realized that Kyle Klinsky literally has a backdrop of a nightclub behind him. And there's people behind some tribal groovy backdrop, right? And they're dancing and shit, and he's on the mic. That's him on the mic in a nightclub, all cool and shit. You guys see that? He's got a picture of himself for his own backdrop. I love it. Oh, God.
For what? Telling the truth? Knowing the reality? Counting the votes properly? This is dangerous. This is dangerous. It really is. So we're really on the borderline now. I think, legally speaking, a direct threat of violence would have to be, let's do this, and here's the person I'm talking about who we should do it to. That would be illegal. Or here's who I think we should do it to, and here's where
Philip, because you don't understand how public opinion works. See, when a president does stupid shit, like trying to run upstairs and falling over 3 times in a row, when he fucking pulls people out of Afghanistan and literally people fly off the wings of airplanes, the approval rating goes down. Philip Palazzolo, do you understand how approval ratings work? You know, you can't kind of see why they think it's stolen. And if you can, let me know. Let me know. Philip, let me know if you really think that you see that you can see why they think it's stolen. Let me know that, Philip. I want to know right now. All right, let me know. I'm kind of curious. I'm talking about sheer fucking numbers here, and I noticed you were one of all the other people who never went to tell me how many votes Joe Biden won the election by. I tell you what, Philip, why don't you go look it up? You come back in here and tell me how many millions of votes Joe Biden won the election by. Go ahead. Go Google that shit. You know, show me you can't find it. I can't find it either. It didn't come up. I mean, they're just okay. Just give you the fucking numbers, dude. That's why I asked somebody to look it up for me. Turnout record: 156 million people voted. Joe Biden got 80 million votes. So what's 80 million minus? What's 156 minus 80 million? There you go. Here, let's do it that way. We're gonna do 156 minus 80. 76. So there you go. So roughly, I know Joe Biden got 80 million votes. There is a difference of at least 4 million fucking votes. And Donald Trump goes into places like Arizona and Georgia trying to find, 35 votes here, 60 votes there. And then when they find them, they found some votes. They were wrong. And guess what? Almost all of them were in favor of Donald Trump. The votes they found that were fucking altered, that were bad. Yeah, it turns out that all of the election fraud was for Trump. Hilarious, right? But Philip, you obviously don't pay attention to, the facts of what's going on around you. And I have a hard time, understanding why you could say you kind of see why they think it's stolen when they lost by 4 million fucking votes. At least, like I said, no one can seem to find the fucking information. I'd like to know the exact number, personally. Why is that so hard to find on, anywhere on the internet? All right. 74 million votes. There it is. USA Today. fuck. You know what? Okay, forget it. You know what? Let's just be stupid. Because USA Today wants me to do some fucking ad blocker bullshit and put up a pop-up and not let me just get my news. They want to make it hard for me. And you know what? It's hard. And you know what? I'm not gonna go after it. So fuck.
They live or where they are or whatever. That would be illegal. But he's skating on thin ice. He's right there, dog. And by the way, look, all the sponsors. Now, by the way, stop and think about that. You could go as far right-wing as to go full fascist on One American News Network and call for executions. You can do that, and you still have corporate sponsors like it's no problem. You can't even get a fucking social democrat on TV. You can't get somebody who's like, I think the Norwegian model is nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we had healthcare like...
Dude, why does Kyle have some fucking earplug in his ear like he's a fake commentator on the news? Like somebody's instructing him what to do. What's that? What's Kyle listening to? Himself? His little in-ear, little monitor with a little thing like he's a little fucking agent. You guys see that shit? What's that? What is that? What is that, Kyle? What is that? What is that, Kyle? Kyle, will you tell all of us, please? Exactly. I'm just kind of wondering. What the fuck? Come on. Why won't it do it? Show it. Here, wait. Let me try something here. Damn it. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh.
Was nice. Wouldn't it be nice?
Oh, there it is. Now, there it is. Okay, hold on. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, because everybody needs a hearing aid when they're doing a goddamn podcast by themselves. Right, Fatty? Kyle, why are you wearing that on your ear while you podcast, bro? What are you doing? Oh, well, when we went on Rising, we all wore them, and they work really good. Yeah, because you're talking to a producer. Oh, you got a producer now, Kyle? Kyle's got someone that's, while he does his little 6-minute segment, he's got someone there helping him get through his 6-minute segment. Okay, he's got a producer. He's got somebody producing for him. He's got a producer phone in his ear. He's got a producer plug.
Model is nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we had healthcare like Denmark? Whoa. Get this person off TV. They're crazy. They want everybody to have healthcare and high wages and paid time off. Ridiculous. But you can go on and go full fascist and say, we should execute our political opponents. And the advertisers are like, oh, yawn. This is nothing. We're used to seeing this. So look at the problem with the Overton window. It skews way far right. And so, what? The best you have on TV on the left is Chris Hayes?
I said, did your producer have much to say in your ear during the 6-minute segment, Kyle?
What a joke. What a joke that is. So, anyway, shame on One American News Network. Shame on Newsmax. This stuff is absolutely out there. Especially when we just had January 6th and we had a frenzied, insane political movement to allow them to just feed
Hey,
this.
Silver, what's up?
It's totally fine. Is there literally nothing that would make the network go, you know what, too far, reel it in a little bit, fire the guy, or whatever? Is there nothing? Or does he have to give the name and the address too? Unfortunately, my guess is, I don't think they'd even act if he did that.
There's his little nightclub backdrop. Oh, yeah, and of course his little picture with his little girlfriend. Hi, thanks so much for watching. Can you imagine having to listen to that? Okay, Kyle, a little bit more to the left. There you go. Yeah, Kyle, that's it. Yeah, Kyle, that's it. Thanks so much, Kyle. Yeah, I'm getting there, Kyle. Thanks so much. I guess you'd have to be there. You guys don't get my humor. Bitcoin's gone up a little bit. Ethereum is bopping. It's idling. 37.87. Right about where I purchased it at. They got me at, it said 37.60 and they got me at 37.90. That fucking goddamn, the exchange, they fuck with you. I'm gonna look into purchasing from a different thing. I've got different options. I just haven't investigated them yet. Tried purchases from different places to see who's got the lowest fees. I'm thinking, Russell Brand says, when you think Big Pharma couldn't sink any lower. No surprise there. Okay, let's move on. So, Scotty Kilmer's talking about Toyota's hydrogen car and why it's the future. And then he has another video, that was from 9 months ago, that he just put out today or yesterday where he says, Toyota has let everyone down or something like that. Or it's the end of Toyota for Toyota customers or something like that. Bitcoin's up to 57.4, guys. Bitcoin's rallying upwards, and so is Ethereum. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we've got activity. We've got action. Let's see what is up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on here, folks? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What is up, what is up, what is up, what is up? Where am I at? Psst. Nobody even does not leave the face on their own podcast anymore, pal. What are you even doing? What are you even doing? Don't you even have this set up already somewhere else, pal, where you could just go like this? Psh, unreal. You could have just done that. You could do this, and then you could do that, and then you could do that, and then you could do this. What are you, showing your backup drive? Nobody's even showing their backup drive anymore, pal. What are you doing? Showing where all your trendy videos are located? You're going to show them the secret location of your trendy video backups? Psh, unreal, pal. Don't even do that. Psh, nobody's doing it like that anymore. What are you doing? What are you, zoomed in? Nobody's zoomed in anymore, pal. You better zoom that out. Psh. Nobody's even zooming in and out anymore, pal. Look at you. What are you gonna zoom, and a boom, boom? Nobody's even zooming, and a boom, booming anymore, pal. What are you doing? Nobody's even doing it. What is the kitty cat walking outside? Psst. Unreal. Kitty cats don't even do it like that anymore, pal. What, you got some covfefe there left? Psst. Unreal. Nobody's even doing it. Dave C. Fishing. Nobody's even doing it like Dave C. Fishing anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Nobody's even fishing around and making the videos of the fish he's catching in the lakes anymore, pal. Unreal. What is he doing? Nobody even knows. Nobody even knows. Nobody's doing it. Psh. What's this? What's it doing over there? What's it doing? What's going on back over here? We don't even know. We got all kinds of shit going on. What is that, your leaning tower of pizza? Nobody's even got it anymore. Ooh, the this coffee smells good. I just like to take that in. Like walking through the airport. Full of coffee smell. That rich, deep ground coffee smell. You only get in the airport. ERN is kicking some fucking ass. Earn. Holy shit, it's been up all day. H bars underneath it. Even Sushi Swap is doing good. Zen, H bar, Earn, you know, all the ones that remember Hinkle, that guy, I can't remember his first name. Used to come in, he talked about those. That's why we've got him on the tracker. They're H bar, Zen, he mentioned. ERN, I believe he mentioned. That's number one. During Bit Talk. Man, you snuck off in Dab Monique. Now I'm high as fuck. We already smoked. I mean, I already smoked. We're an hour in. You guys, if you don't understand how high these buds are getting me, just refer back to the photo of the bud that we had on here for the first half of the show in the background. That's why I'm so fucking high, guys. I smoke this stuff, and I can't. I should. You know what? I got all of this. It's all cured. It's nice. Sour deed me today. Oh yeah, that number 2. Number 2. The sour D fucked me up. But I digress. What? What, son? Nobody's even what sunning me anymore, though. Is it the orange bud alarm? I love the orange bud alarm. Listen. He's doing it. Orange bud alert. Orange bud alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Pew, 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 pew. Intruder alert. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Hey, nobody's not even being able to do that anymore, pal. What are you not doing there? There you go. Okay. Orange bud. I'm going back to the orange bud just so I can smoke with y'all. Because this stuff that I grew this year is so ultra potent. It is my cannabis. It is so ultra potent that I can only smoke half of a bowl. And if I smoke more than half a bowl, I become so high that I can literally communicate with interdimensional shape-shifting reptilian aliens that are literally coming through the cannabis smoke out of our bongs. And let me tell you something else. When you're smoking a doobie and you see the smoke trailing in, that's how they get your thoughts. They suck it right out of your brain. And let me tell you something. The more mundane, the more desirable the thought. And they mine them and they smoke them up like little hits of crack cocaine. But I digress. I've terminated that coffee. And this bong rip is not so ultra potent. This bong rip is actually coated in our special iodine that we have mined from the Alaskan Ocean. I've gone down there myself in the submersibles. I have seen the entire project. I've overwatched the entire operation. I should ask Sophisticated Nate if he is interested in dealing fine art. Ground floor. I'll tell you, if you want to invest in some great products, you're going to want to check out prisonplanet.com. You're going to want to check out infowars.com. You're not going to want to tweet this to me on Twitter. Do not tweet this at me, Alex Jones, on Twitter. I do not have a Twitter account. I'm not on there. I have my own account. It is with the interdimensional shape-shifting reptilian aliens. And they come through the smoke. Understand? They literally read your thoughts from your mind. Now, when I go into my bathroom in the morning, I only smoke half a bong hit of this year's harvest because it is so ultra potent. It's so ultra potent. All right. No law regarding cannabis. This is back to the orange bud, man. That's where I'm at. Because I can't speak when I smoke that stuff. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Whoo, I'm high. Yeah, that's better. Hey, Doc. What's up, Docky? We're watching Ethereum. It's at 3791. I'm in profit. I'm in profit right now. It's in and out of profit. It's funny. It's like out of profit, in profit, out of profit, in profit. 3793. I'm in profit. Because when that's at 3760, that's when I bought it. So it's supposed to go over 4,000. And I'm going to see if I can make some money. I'm trying my hand at trading. I'm going to try trading. I'm doing some trading. I'm watching the trades. Impressed with your predictions earlier. Yeah. That was pretty cool, huh? I was within $30, man. I was within $30 of that. $32? That was pretty good. I told you it was going to drop $1,000, and it got within $32 of that. What I forgot to factor in was that it should have been a little bit less anyway, because it was a tapering off of a pattern. And I forgot to really factor that in. I thought it was going to be a duplicate, but it's more of an echo, which is weaker, you know. So big purple marker. Holy shit on Ethereum. Look at that, guys. That is purple. Now it's green. There it goes. 3793, 3794. 3796. Is it gonna go over 3,800? 3795. 3796. 795. Damn. 795. 796. 797. 798. Oh fuck, guys. Go, Ethereum, go. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's going too. Go. 3797. Hey, Bell, what's up? 3796. 3797. Come on, Carl the Moon. Exactly as he predicted. Head and Shoulders, reverse Head and Shoulders resulted, and he was sure that the reverse Head and Shoulders was going to result in it going up. And when we saw that Head and Shoulders today on Bitcoin, I predicted it was going to go down, and it went down $1,000. So a normal Head and Shoulders predicts a drop. An upside down Head and Shoulders predicts a rise. We just learned something today, man. I didn't know that. It dropped 37.83. Oh man, Ethereum doesn't like when I take my eyes off of it. Don't take your eyes off of ETH. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that orange bud is good, man. That orange bud's great. That's what I needed right now. Not that other stuff. None of this stuff. None of this stuff, man. This stuff's... I've been paying for this. This stuff is too powerful. Conference on the I4 motorcycle gang show. Sad stuff. I heard it on your first show. You heard it first on my show. Yeah, so she's dead now, huh? The girl's dead? The guy that gets shot in the back, did he live? Bell says, sing me a tune. Just saw the Doobie Brothers. Epic. Yeah, they're pretty epic. Happy birthday to your wife. She turned 62 today. Billy! Don't lie about your wife's age. And if it is her birthday, happy birthday. I'm sure she's not 62. 50th anniversary. Doobie Brothers 50th anniversary. What is your favorite Doobie Brothers song, Belle? She's still in ICU, but not expected to live. The guy survived. She's still in ICU? Dude, imagine riding a motorcycle getting shot in the back while you're riding a motorcycle. God damn, dude. And being able to return fire, but then fucking up and shooting the girl on the back instead of the guy. I mean, you could see by where he shot, you could see he was trying to kill the rider. But, dude, if he killed the rider, he would have killed her too anyway. You know, you could see how, you know, that's a hard shot to make. You've just been shot in the back. You pull out... Oh, she died, Ruby Red says. Thank you, Ruby Red. You're shot in the back. You're riding a fucking sport bike. You're doing 100 miles an hour. You pull out a gun while you're shot in the back. And you try to shoot the dude that just shot you. He almost got the dude. He was just off. He was off probably by less than 12 inches. You know? If he had just led that bullet by a degree, he would have got that motherfucker. You know, and a little bit lower and got him here, you know? Always do that. You remember that little... This is telling you. Very... So someone's got a motorcycle helmet on. That's what's up. No words. No words. That's what's up. South City Midnight Lady. I've never even heard that song, Belle. I can't believe that, man. It's crazy that shit happened. These fucking kids today are just stupid. There's no reason to do this, man. They said, basically, the police said that they were kind of, you know, acting out shit that they'd seen in movies. And, you know, there's no reason. God, the guy who caused all that, he didn't get a fucking scratch on him. You know? And he didn't give a fuck about his girlfriend. God, man. That's some crazy shit. Fucking Orlando, Florida. It's becoming a goddamn Thunderdome. And let me tell you something about that area, that strip of Interstate 4. It runs from Tampa to Daytona and goes right through the heart of downtown Orlando. Right past where the arena is and the courthouse, everything. There's fucking pigs everywhere. Ask Adam B. Ask Dave Campione Fishing. Ask anyone that lives along that. Ask Doc. Ask Doc Hollandaisy. Doc, how many pigs do you see every day, bro, when you're out on the road? How many pigs do you see out there? These guys are psychotic. Even for just carrying guns on them illegally and riding and breaking the law. Dude, if you're doing 100 miles an hour, right, Dave? If you're doing 100 miles an hour on Interstate 4 and you've got a gun on you and they pull you over, you're basically in possession of a firearm while committing a fucking felony, dude. You're automatically going to prison. It's like automatic, 5-7 years, some shit like that. You go straight to prison, man. They've got this thing in Florida. They are so fucking strict. So I can't believe these guys choose to do this in the state of Florida, knowing how strict it is over there. Oh, man. And there's just so many police out there in Florida. You really want to purchase it? Bell. Yeah. Right. Bell, go on to Twitter and send me your address and I'll send you some. No, I'm not going to private message you. You go on Twitter and you private message at Nays Garden and just private message me your address at Nays Garden. Not at Nays Garden Show, but at Nays Garden. And then you can start retweeting me and tweeting me and putting likes and comments on all my tweets. Wouldn't that be cool too? Because I do nice stuff for people sometimes, don't I? I don't ask much in return, people. I don't ask much in return, people. I want some retweets, people. I want retweets, people. I want comments, people. I want you guys to go to my tweets and replies, people. I want you to retweet my tweets and replies at the people that I'm replying to. And say something. Say something nice to them. Say something really nice. Get them to come to the show. Do something nice. Shut it up. Never do it again. Shut up. People. People. Peter. People. Listen to what we're going to tell you. Lost all my tech. Just not a Twitter man. You guys don't have to be Twitter man. Be a Nays Garden person. Ray Fresh. Be a gardener. You don't have to be a Twitter person. Be a gardener over on Twitter, but you be a gardener. Come join the garden. Join the family. Join the gardeners. Yeah, come get on Twitter. Bill, you'd be surprised how many people I offer free oil to. I say, come on over to Twitter, retweet me, send me your address. I never fucking hear from them. You'd be surprised. I'm like, man, as all the good shit that I've heard about this stuff, as much good shit as I've heard about it, I'd say it's freaking crazy, especially when all you have to do is go on Twitter and type in hashtag triage oil and read what all the nice things that people have said over the years about it. It's 64.3 years. Right on, Billy. You'll pay me? Yeah, you try rubbing it into his head, see if it helps. Some people claim it does help with migraines. So, no promises. But some people say it works. So, here's what I want you to do, Belle. You don't have to pay me. Let me send it to you for free. You sound like fucking Jimmy Dore now. Who are you, Jimmy? Hey, Hey, Mel Smith. Who the fuck are you, Jimmy Dore? Refusing my free gifts? I'm trying to give you gifts and you're refusing to receive my gifts? How dare you? Where the fuck is Enoch at? Where the fuck is Enoch? God damn it. Fucking Texas, man. Fucking Texas. Stop playing COD, Enoch. I know you're there. Pause the game. Pause the game. What do you guys play live with real people, right? Pause the game. I sound like such an old person. Pause the game. I'm in an MMORPG. Pause it! Pause the server. You pause the server, Enoch, and you goddamn come in here and talk to me. You know what I have to say to him. The fact that he ain't here. I mean, it's like, it's not even a question. It's just, hey, what's up, King? How dare you? That's what I would say to him. I want more coffee. Yeah, King, how long has it been since you've seen my videos, bro? How long has it been since you've seen my videos, bruh? Been a while, bruh. Been a long time, bruh. I've been live, bruh. Got more channels, bruh. I'm on 6 channels, bruh. Go find all 6 of my Nays channels, Nays Garden channels on YouTube. They're all called Nays Garden, right? Go subscribe to all 6 of them. Sign up for notifications on all 6 of them. If you're on Facebook, I'm on Facebook on 6 channels as well, under my real name. All 6 channels are under my real name. You go on Facebook, you can, if not, I'm also on the Twittersphere under Nays Garden, at Nays Garden on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Nays Garden Show. And let me tell you something. There's some good shit on both, on the Instagram and on the TikTok now. I've been putting up some cool stuff. I can't do cannabis-related stuff on the TikTok. Dude, look at that bud. Look at that bud. Just, that's the bud that I bent it all the way over, and it's fucking picked itself all the way up again. Can you believe that shit? So those buds are fucking huge now, and there's no spider mites on them. And I'm using dish soap. I always forget the name of the dish soap. Dawn dish soap. TikTok sucks. I know. TikTok sucks. You know what? There's a few of us that are putting up normal content, not just people dancing and doing stupid shit. Some of us are putting up normal content. You can do up to 3-minute videos. You know, this 15 seconds of someone dancing is not why I go to TikTok. Graham Elwood does excellent shit. Ron Placone putting up excellent shit. Billy Ballantyne is putting up excellent shit. You know, check out Hill_D DEEEE or DEEE. Is it 3 E's? I can't remember now. Hill_D. She's great. Not dancing shit. And she's got funny shit too. Oh yeah, King. He died, bro. His wife died. And then 2 years later, he died. We lost him, bro. We lost a good one. Yeah, he's gone. But you know, every once in a while I pull up an old trendy video and he's in them, man. You know, I saw him and his wife in a video where I'm doing 3 dabs in a row, 3.25, it's 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, then I was done. So I did 0.7. Was that 0.75? I don't know. 3/4 of a gram in 3 dabs, and I was done. I burned my hand on the first one. Kept going like a goddamn trooper. I was like, is there a lot on my hand? They're like, yeah. It's like, fuck. So, yeah. Yeah, they had some issues. That was, yeah, quite some time ago. That was after his wife had died. That was it, that killed him, you know. And he told me personally, he said, after she died, he said, it's bro, he says, I don't have long. He's like, she was the only reason I was living. I was like, don't say that, man. He's like, I'm telling you. He knew it. He knew it. But, you know, he had the strain, this Affy strain. I believe that, man, I want to say it's Mr. Slowski or somebody still has the goddamn strain going alive, and it's like keeps a part of Stanky McJanky alive, because Stanky had that strain for years and years and kept it going and was like known for it, you know, and he tried to get it to as many people as he could. And he even sent it to me, but I lost it. I lost it under the fucking house. Hey, Nikolai. Oh, Slowski, hey, you're here. What's up, buddy? It wasn't you? Okay, let me think. Who was it who said that? It wasn't you, it was somebody. Said they still had his strain going. God damn it, man. Sokol? Was it Sokol Hippie Hash Man? Maybe it was. Maybe that's who it was. Maybe it was Sokol. You been here? Much love. He's uploading on YouTube a lot. Yeah. What's up, Harles? Bitcoin's back down to 57.1. remember. Someone was in the live stream and they said they had it. Yeah, Stone one. Man, I saw seeds for sale on Gorilla. They were, I think it was Gorilla Seed Bank. It may have been another. It was, wedding. I think it was wedding cake. Dude, the shit looked crazy. Thanks, King. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. I've been plugging away 3 times a day, every day. That's why I told you to make sure to subscribe to all the channels. You know? Bitcoin's forming a huge yellow candle right now. You see that? Can't miss it, can you? That giant yellow streak. What's going on there? Let me just calm down CPU usage. I've got to monitor my grow 24/7. I don't know when those trichomes. Dude, I need to call fucking Dino and be like, dude, my trichomes ain't flipping, bro. Look at Ethereum and Bitcoin are the exact same. Can you guys believe this? Look at the yellow marker, the drop, everything. Who can explain that? I took a screenshot. Hey, bro. None of my trichomes are turning amber at all. The buds are nuggy. They're covered with frost and trichomes, sticky. I pulled some over a week ago. Been smoking it. It's way too powerful for me to smoke, bro, on the show. And it's like, I don't know what to do, bro. I just keep fighting off the spider mites, so get with me, man. As soon as you can, let me know what you're doing. All right, bye. Dude, these fuckers, man. What is this? It's mid-October, man. The middle of freaking October. It's the 14th today? Okay. It's crazy. Hey, Karen. Thank you. Seeds were tiny from Gorilla Glue. Has anybody ever grown Gorilla Glue? I've never grown it. I've never seen it. I've smoked it, but I've never seen the plant. I don't even know what it looks like. If one of these was Gorilla Glue, I would know. You know? Like that sour diesel one? Huh. What's Gorilla Glue got in it? That would make some sense, wouldn't it? Gorilla Glue cannabis strain review. Leaf fly. Let's see what's the parents of this one. Sour aromas, parents. Huh. Chem's sister, sour dub and chocolate diesel. Ah! Dude, this could fucking be Gorilla Glue. You know, that's plant number 2. That is just fucking me up. All of these strains are, like I said, they're great. And it just didn't strike me that this grower would be fucking around with an old school strain like Gorilla Glue. I mean, like Sour D. But Gorilla Glue has got basically Sour D in it. Times 2. So, like I said, it's the parents are Kim's sister, Sour Dub, which is sour with a capital D, and Chocolate Diesel. 2014 Cannabis Cup winner. Sticky original glue. I wonder if they got a picture of this shit. Plant number 2. I want to see a picture of it. Oh, and images. There it is. Oh. Wow. Wow. Gorilla Glue. Whoa. Huh. Feminized Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue Auto's got a purple top. Almost all the other Gorilla Glue they're showing is green, but there are pictures of it turning a little purple. Plant number 2 does not have any purple in it. But it is as frosty as some of these, man. Some of these look just like it. Some of these are crazy. They don't all look the same, but this one right here, this picture, this is it. Man, bro, I think it's Gorilla Glue because this is the fucker. This is what it looks like. Look at this picture right here. This is Gorilla Glue 4, guys. From Original Sensible Seeds. 20% THC. That picture right there looks identical to plant number 2. That looks identical to plant number 2. Put plant 2 next to True Black and forget about it. Bitcoin's down to 57,100. They're both down 3,076. My cat is staring at me. Wants me to feed it. Dude, I think plant number 2 is Gorilla Glue. Let me smell it. Chocolatey, diesely. I mean, I showed you guys, we were looking at plant number 2, and I told you it was Sour D. But if you look at that picture, okay, here, look at this. Check this out. Hold on. Now that is a live bud there. Remember, that's a live bud right there. But if you look at that picture right there, and you look at this right here, do you see much of a difference? You know, and if I pull that little leaf out of the way right there, here, let me just pop some of this out of the way. Some of these lower leaves down here. Watch this. They're really blocking the view. Okay, here, well, look at this. Look at this. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Wait. Hold on. Here we go. Wow. I think we're looking at Gorilla Glue number 4 for plant number 2. So, that's exciting. Plant number 2, Gorilla Glue number 4. That's not a strain that I'm very familiar with, but that I'm telling you, it's Sour D chocolate. Yeah, totally. It is so funny that I'm pretty accurate. I believe we have a winner chicken dinner. That's it, man, says Doc. The one in their pick is a top cola too. Oh yeah, and this is not a top. The one that I've got is not a top. I've got pictures on my phone of that plant, but I just don't know. I'd have to go through the pictures in here. See what I can find here. Here we go. No, that's plant number. That was plant number 6. No, the way this gallery works now, it's so stupid. It doesn't show you all the pictures. It shows you a picture from like one day, and then you have to go through, and there's more pictures to go through. Here we go. That is, I think, it. There it is. Check it out. There it is alive, guys. It looks just like it. And that's not even a top. That's on the side of the plant. I'm telling you, those purple trichomes, you can see it. Enoch! Enoch! What's up, buddy? I was talking about you earlier, bro. You should watch this show. I think you're going to enjoy it. I was like, stop playing COD and come watch my show, bro. Some OG will be smoking good over here. Hell yeah, Enoch. On Discord. Oh, right on. A video on Discord? Hell yeah. Can you believe how Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing the exact same thing? Now, Bitcoin is showing 2 yellow markers. Ethereum should shoot upwards if it's going to do exactly what Bitcoin's doing. They've been doing the exact same thing. True Black, Too Strong, only had a couple of bong rips. Smooth but an after cough. Megsy. Yeah. My cat wants me to feed him. Don't you have food? I just gave you a whole can in this show. I can't believe you finished that whole can. But I bet you did too. Oh my god, dude. Plant number 2 is huge and it's fucking Gorilla Glue. You know that puts out a whole bunch of fucking resin. Oh my god. What do you want me to do? Look at your food situation? Look at you. How about some dry food? Hey, not this one. Why do we always do this? It's like somebody comes in here and fucks with me. Ooh-wee. Look at you. With your dry food. Man, I'm thinking about another splash of Covfefe, guys. Just to fuck with you all some more. Hey, do y'all fuck with me? I fuck with y'all too. What's up with that? What? Yeah, I fucked with you. What? True Black, Too Strong. Enoch, my bro. I absolutely despise indica dominance. They want me to fail. I know, me too, bro. I know, right? Well, I'm trying to figure out where to put this. I think this is the place. Or we could just get rid of it. How about that? Save some processor power there. Y'all gonna miss my beard? Y'all are gonna miss my beard? Oh, shit. I don't think I'm going to miss it. Just like I'm not going to miss the fat around my belly. All that motion going on inside there and it doesn't shut off the motion sensor. The thing is so fucking cool. You can block out parts of the video. So it won't, so shit can move right there and it won't do anything. If even if the cat walks on the ground in there, it goes off repeatedly while the cat's in there. So you have a great jaw shape without the beard. Well, you know, it's okay. It ain't exactly a square jaw, but you know. It's not bad. I got it. I got a chin. The majestic beard. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my beard off, bruh. I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. So I was fucking with my dog. I was like, Rogan. I was like, Rogan, you still love your daddy without a beard? was like, "You still love me without a beard, Ruggy?" He's like, he didn't even notice. I was like, cool, so this is how it's gonna be. Mail me a piece of it, son. You want a piece of my beard? Okay, Enoch, I'll mail you a piece of my beard. You're losing the beard. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this fucker off. I'm gonna look like this. Kinda. But I think I'm gonna shave the whole thing. Completely. All of it. For a while at least. You can't imagine me in no beard? Well, would you not go to YouTube and watch my old videos? Go to YouTube and watch my old videos. From 4 years ago. It's totally clean shaven. And a little heavier. It's pretty disturbing, actually. Pretty disturbing. What do you think? It's still early. Hey, we got time. We can do another cavfefe. Shh. Shh. You be very nice, you. We got sunbeams coming up for smoke rings, but I don't know because that's not until like 6 o'clock or so. So... hey, let's make a splish, and whatever you call it there. Don't do a dash. Hey, look at this, look at us. Check it out, you. You're very good. I can't believe I asked you your favorite Doobie Brothers song, and it's a song I've never even heard before. Or maybe I've heard it, but I didn't know the title. I can't imagine me not have ever hearing it before. I think I used to have a Doobie Brothers album. But then again, they probably have a bunch of albums, don't they? Oh, really? Really? Is that all just... Billy, is that all just beard bluster? Huh. That's funny. Can we do a poll? Not really, man. You know, I've already done a poll, and there's absolutely no women interested in me, bro. So I'm gonna get rid of my beard. The women say it's gross. And, I don't agree with them. But, you know, I'm sick of being fucking single. I don't want to be single for the rest of my life. And if a man growing a beard like this is, for some reason, you know, I don't know, a flag or some reason to not, you know, be interested in him, well, you know, I guess it is. I don't know. But you know, maybe it's just my age. You know, maybe it's just my age is unattractive. Not young enough. Ladies are fucking missing out. They don't know. Obviously. Am I right, boys? It don't fucking matter. That number don't fucking matter. We're slowing them the fuck down. Hey, my cavfefe. Hey. Oh. But if it's too long, it's quite repellent. So I super chatted Ron Placone and asked him, I said, please, please have Dr. Guy McPherson on your show. And he said, I only have one climate expert that I speak to. And I said, you should have more sources. You know, Ron Placone, for some reason, thinks that everything's going to be solvable. That's the climate expert he's getting his information from. Let me play for you what my climate expert had to say about our current situation, humanity's current condition. Okay, check this out. And this is just his latest upload, guys.
Good morning, I'm Guy McPherson of Nature Bats Last. You can find Nature Bats Last at GuyMcPherson.com. Please go there upon watching this video, upon seeing it released, and you will be able to find half a dozen papers that provide the evidentiary support for what I'm talking about today. What am I talking about today? The collapse of everything. The collapse of everything. The collapse of habitat for life on Earth. Is that enough for you? That's a lot. Everything turns out to be quite a lot. All right, first we'll start with an old paper, this from June 15th, 2021, in the peer-reviewed journal Nature Communications. Significant underestimation of radiative forcing by aerosol cloud interactions derived from satellite-based methods. Take-home message is previous efforts to identify the level of aerosol masking have been underestimates, and instead there will be a 55% additional increase in heating as a result of a loss of aerosol masking. So reducing industrial activity causes, paradoxically, global average temperature to skyrocket in a very short period of time. 133% increase over land. That's enormous, and I'd be surprised if any land-based organisms were capable of surviving such an event. And certainly by the time you tack on all the other things that go along with it, including the uncontrolled meltdown of nuclear power facilities, for example, then you're talking about the loss of all life on Earth. So, if you've been paying attention to the people who tell you we just need to reduce industrial activity or we need to get rid of industrial activity because that'll solve our problems,
that's who Ron Placone is listening to. So this is what I want you to do. Get your cell phones ready. Make a little video and send this to Ron Placone. And this is why he refuses to listen to anybody else. Because I guarantee you that the guy that he's listening to, who he says doesn't pull any punches, is saying, oh, well, we just need to tighten our belts and make some changes, and then everything will be okay. And that makes Ron Placone feel comfortable.
for example, then you're talking about the loss of all life on Earth. So, if you've been paying attention to the people who tell you we just need to reduce industrial activity or we need to get rid of industrial activity because that'll solve our problems, wrong, wrong, and wrong.
Ron Placone, that's why you need to listen to Guy McPherson. That's why you should have him on your show. He'd be more than willing to come on and talk to you and explain this stuff to you. I am on Twitter right now tweeting his videos, his short videos that explain climate feedback loops, and they are fantastic. You guys should be watching those if you're following me on Twitter. I'm posting them as I'm watching them.
Headed in the exact wrong direction. They have everything backwards, so stop paying attention to them right now.
Stop!
All right, second paper, I'm going to go in chronological order here. This one from September 28th, 2021 in CNN Business. The title tells the whole story. Jamie Dimon says JP Morgan has begun to prepare for potential U.S. default. Now,
those of you that follow me on Twitter, you know that I've already covered this on Twitter, and I also made some comments about this moron. And I said, it's funny, while he says this out of one side of his mouth, in my tweet I point out that he says out of the other side of his mouth, but if you want to buy some cryptocurrency from a good, clean exchange, you can buy it from us now. This motherfucker. Nice, huh? What a fucking hypocrite.
I think within the last few days, there's been significant progress made on avoiding a U.S. default. So I'm not nearly as concerned about this particular issue
steady
as
supply
I was
of pipes.
when that story first came out. This, however, is something meritorious.
I don't get it.
Again from CNN Business, by headline, the workers who keep global supply chains moving are warning of a system collapse. This from September 29th, 2021. And here's the story in 2 short paragraphs. Global supply chains are beginning to buckle as 2 years worth of strain on transport workers takes their toll. That's a direct quote.
Billy's next comment is going to be like, it wasn't supposed to make sense.
Another quote, all transport sectors are also seeing a shortage of workers and expect more to leave as a result of the poor treatment millions have faced during the pandemic, putting the supply chain under greater threat. So this is a big deal. If there's not a bunch of stuff showing up at the docks, if there's not a whole lot of people out there.
We already covered this on the live stream as well. We watched a video about the supply chain being disrupted. And I told you guys all need to know about this. And obviously I'm not the only person who's pointing it out to their audience.
Contributing to economic activity, then we are in real trouble. This is interesting that I find myself saying this because I'm the one who left active service as a full professor at the age of 49 to go live off grid and reduce my industrial activity. This was before I found out about the aerosol masking effect. All right, fast forward a couple of days to October 1st, 2021. By headline, again at CNN Business, why October 19th could be a catastrophic day for the U.S. economy. Wow, right there around mid-October. Sounds like serious stuff is happening. And actually, Janet Yellen warns that lawmakers need to fix the forthcoming default by October 18th, plus or minus a couple of days, or we're going to be in real trouble. This story also quotes Jamie Dimon again. He has warned a default would cause, quote, a cascading catastrophe of unbelievable proportions and damage America for 100 years. And trust me, if it damages America for 100 years, there's no more America to be worried about at the end of that 100 years. From one of these big name financial guys, this on October 2nd, 2021 at Yahoo Finance, Kiyosaki says, quote, biggest crash in world history, end quote, hits in October. 3 ways to protect yourself. And Kiyosaki is referring to the looming default of Evergrande, the second largest property owner in China,
we talked about this,
on the verge of default right now. In fact, here's a tweet that Kiyosaki put out. China's Evergrande Group cannot pay. Valuation of properties fake. Will real estate crash spread to U.S.? Yes. He also told Kitco News on Wednesday last that this is going to be the biggest crash in world history. That's a direct quote. The biggest crash in world history. As a finance guy, he surely knows about tulip mania, when the tulip market in Holland went from thousands of dollars per tulip to a crash within a few weeks of tulips being completely worthless. More than 99% loss of value in a very short period of time. So he surely knows about that. If he's talking about a bigger crash than that one, hold on to your socks, folks. And finally, from October 7th, again, CNN Business, the headline reads, a global energy crisis is coming. There's no quick fix. I thought when I read this that it must be referring to peak oil, but in fact it's referring to peak gas. Natural gas is suddenly becoming largely unavailable throughout the world, and that's having significant problems. If there's a spike in natural gas, as anticipated by this article, then that could cause all kinds of profound after-on effects that lead to a collapse of all things. Collapse of all things sounds bad because it's bad.
Yep.
That's enough bad news for today. At the edge of extinction, only love remains.
That's funny. It's bad news for today. So, let's do this. Okay, let's do... Okay. So then after I watched that video of Guy McPherson, I watched his self-reinforcing feedback videos that explain what these things are. So, for those of you guys who've always heard me talking about it but never really actually heard the expert speak on it, here it is, okay? Right from Guy McPherson himself.
The following information comes from the essay titled Climate Change Summary at GuyMcPherson.com. It was last updated August 2nd, 2016. This video summarizes self-reinforcing feedback loop number 1 in the essay with a focus on peer-reviewed papers and assessments from national-level governments. Remember, it only takes one feedback loop to ensure the irreversibility of climate change. About 250 plumes of methane hydrates are escaping from the shallow Arctic seabed, likely as a result of a regional 1°C rise in temperature, as reported in the August 6, 2009 issue of Geophysical Research Letters. Methane bubbling out of the Arctic Ocean is further elucidated in Science on March 5, 2010. As described in a subsequent paper in the June 26, 2010 issue of Geophysical Research Letters, a minor increase in temperature would cause the release of upwards of 16,000 metric tons of methane each year. Storms accelerate the release, according to research published in the November 24, 2013 issue of Nature Geoscience. According to NASA's CARVE project, these plumes were up to 150 kilometers across as of mid-July 2013. The August 16, 2013 issue of Geophysical Research Letters includes a report on the Siberian Kara Sea, quote, Arctic shelf region where seafloor gas release is widespread suggests that permafrost has degraded more significantly than previously thought, end quote. On November 24, 2013, Natalia Shakova and colleagues published a paper in Nature Geoscience indicating, quote, we suggest that significant quantities of methane are escaping the East Siberian shelf, end quote, and also concluding that a 50 billion ton burst of methane could warm Earth by 1.3 C. Such a burst of methane is, quote, highly possible at any time, end quote, according to Shakova, as quoted in New Scientist in July 2013, which echoes findings presented by Shakova's research team at the 2008 European Geophysical Union annual meeting. In the September 7, 2015 issue of Philosophical Transactions of the Royal Society A, Shakova and colleagues concluded that, quote, progression of subsea permafrost thawing and decrease in ice extent could result in a significant increase in CH4 emissions from the ESAS, end quote. That's methane from the East Siberian Arctic Shelf. In the September 7th, 2015 issue of Philosophical Transactions of the Royal Society A, Shakova and colleagues concluded that the, quote, progression of subsea permafrost thawing and decrease in ice extent could result in a significant increase in CH4 emissions from the ESAS, end quote. An article in the February 3rd, 2014 issue of Journal of Geophysical Research, Earth's Surface, claims, quote, sustained submergence of these sediments into the future should increase gas venting rate roughly exponentially as sediments continue to warm, end quote. During an interview with Vice published August 1st, 2014, Greenland ice specialist Jason Bach said, quote, even if a small fraction of the Arctic carbon were released into the atmosphere, we're fucked, end quote. An article published in the July 31st, 2014 issue of Nature indicates atmospheric methane levels more than 50,000 times the usual, Less than a week later, an article in the August 4th, 2014 edition of EcoWatch ponders the holes. Quote, "If you have ever wondered whether you might see the end of the world as we know it in your lifetime, you probably should not read this story, nor study the graphs, nor look at the pictures of methane blowholes, aka dragon burps." End quote. Methane released from thawing offshore permafrost was further verified with research reported in the August 7th, 2015 issue of Journal of Geophysical Research. This paper for the first time describes pingo-like features beneath the seabed offshore from Siberia. It turns out that giant methane-emitting craters described in the Yamal region of Siberia in the Siberian Times have subsea counterparts. A paper in the August 7th, 2015 issue of Journal of Geophysical Research, Earth Science, connects the craters on land with those in the adjacent, shallow South Kara Sea. According to a corresponding write-up in the Siberian Times, quote, "Large mounds, described as pingos, have been identified on the seabed of the Yamal Peninsula, and their formation is seen as due to the thawing of subsea permafrost causing a high accumulation of methane gas." End quote. The importance of methane cannot be overstated. Increasingly, evidence points to a methane burst underlying the great dying associated with the in-Permian extinction event, as pointed out in the March 31st, 2014 issue of Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. A paper published in the December 22nd, 2015 online issue of the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science reports, quote, that emissions during the cold season, September to May, contribute more than 50% of annual sources of methane from Alaskan tundra, based on fluxes obtained from eddy covariance sites and from regional fluxes calculated from aircraft data. The dominance of late-season emissions, sensitivity to soil conditions, and importance of dry tundra are not currently simulated in most global climate models. End quote. It is in this section of my long climate change summary that I point out the peer-reviewed literature tackling the topic of extreme hothouse Earth. Specifically, a paper in the February 9th, 2016 issue of Nature Communications includes the following lines. Quote, "Water-rich planets such as Earth are expected to become eventually uninhabitable because liquid water turns unstable at the surface as temperatures increase with solar luminosity. Whether a large increase of atmospheric concentrations of greenhouse gases such as CO2 could also destroy the habitability of water-rich planets has remained unclear. Here we show three-dimensional aquaplanet simulations that CO2-induced forcing as readily destabilizes the climate as does solar forcing. The climate instability is caused by a positive cloud feedback and leads to a new steady state with global mean sea surface temperatures above 330 K. End quote. 330 Kelvin is about 57 C, compared to today's temperature of about 15 C.
All right, there you go. So, not good news. Not good news. He goes on to explain every climate feedback loop after that. It's pretty interesting. Here. So check this out.
I will be providing a video summary for each of the self-reinforcing feedback loops in the essay at GuyMcPherson.com titled Climate Change Summary. Last updated August 2nd, 2016, almost certainly for the last time, this essay began as a quick overview and kept growing. Its final incarnation totaled more than 32,000 words when it was uploaded August 2nd, 2016. Early August of 2016 was a long time ago. As a result, the feedback loops pointed out in these videos are quite old. The current situation is far worse than explained by these short videos, if only because additional feedback loops have joined the ongoing planetary disaster. My goal is to break down each self-reinforcing feedback loop into easily understood language. I will focus on national level assessments and peer-reviewed literature to illustrate the existential threat we face. Bear in mind that any one of the self-reinforcing feedback loops indicates that climate change is irreversible at temporal scales relevant to human lives. In addition, these feedback loops are multiplicative, not additive. They interact with one another to make the situation we face far direr than is indicated simply by tallying the feedback loops and adding their impacts. Most of these short videos will describe only one self-reinforcing feedback loop. A few videos will tackle more than one feedback loop simply because some of the descriptions are too short to justify release of a video, no matter how short.
I don't know what this strain is.
Even so, the final tally will
It's
exceed
plant
30
number
videos.
4.
Again, the latest information in these videos dates back to
It's
early
purple. It's really
August
purple.
2016. Obviously, recent published papers point to
look.
even more self-reinforcing feedback loops. Even the incredibly conservative Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change was forced to admit that climate change is irreversible with their September 2019 special report on the ocean and cryosphere in a changing climate. A link to that report is included below. Please note that I am quoting other scientists and their work in these
See
short
that?
videos. Put another way, the evidence I am providing in these videos was discovered by a large group of other individuals. I am not inventing this evidence. Neither are these other individuals.
You guys check all that out? So he does all of them. And he'll explain all of the self-reinforcing feedback loops. And I highly recommend you to not only go listen to those, but you watch them repeatedly until you learn them. So that you can literally just explain them to people. Here, listen to this one right here. I put these on my Twitter. I put some of them on Twitter.
The following information comes from the essay titled Climate Change Summary at GuyMcPherson.com. It was last updated August 2nd, 2016. This video summarizes self-reinforcing feedback loop number 2 in the essay, with a focus on peer-reviewed papers and assessments from national-level governments. Remember, it only takes one feedback loop to ensure the irreversibility of climate change. Warm Atlantic water is defrosting the Arctic as it shoots through the Fram Strait, according to a paper in the January 28, 2011 issue of Science. Extent of Arctic sea ice past the tipping point in 2007, according to research published in the February 12, 2013 issue of the Cryosphere. On October 6, 2012, Truthout cites Peter Wadhams, professor of ocean physics at Cambridge University. Quote, "The ice-free Arctic would have a warming effect roughly equivalent to all human activity to date. In other words, a summer ice-free Arctic would double the rate of warming of the planet as a whole." End quote. Subsequent melting of Arctic ice is reducing albedo, hence enhancing absorption of solar energy. According to NASA on December 17, 2014, quote, "The rate of absorbed solar radiation in the Arctic in June, July, and August has increased by 5%, end quote, since 2000. Quote, average
Here, let me start
warm
over.
Atlantic water is
Listen.
defrosting the Arctic as it shoots through the Fram Strait, according to a paper in the January 28, 2011 issue of Science. Extent of Arctic sea ice past the tipping point in 2007, according to research published in the February 12, 2013 issue of the Cryosphere. On October 6, 2012, Truthout cites Peter Wadhams, professor of ocean physics at Cambridge University. Quote, "The ice-free Arctic would have a warming effect roughly equivalent to
Cheers.
all human activity to date.
Happy
In other
7/10.
words, a summer ice-free Arctic would double the rate of warming of the planet as a whole." End quote. Subsequent melting of Arctic ice is reducing albedo, hence enhancing absorption of solar energy. According to NASA on December 17, 2014, quote, "The rate of absorbed solar radiation in the Arctic in June, July, and August has increased by 5%, end quote, since 2000. Quote, "Averaged globally, this albedo change is equivalent to 25% of the direct forcing from CO2 during the past 30 years, end quote, according to research published in the February 17, 2014 issue of the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Destabilization of the deep circulation of the Atlantic Ocean may be, quote, spasmodic and abrupt rather than a more gradual increase, end quote, as earlier expected, according to a paper published in the February 21st, 2014 issue of Science. Models continue to underestimate results relative to observations,
Orange
as
bud.
reported in the March 10th,
Good old
2014
orange
issue
bud.
of Geophysical Research Letters. Consider, for example, the thinning, quote, by more than 50 meters since 2012, about 1/6 of its original thickness, and that is now flowing 25 times faster, end quote, as reported in the December 23rd, 2014 issue of Geophysical Research Letters. Rapid ice melt in the region is explained by a product of warm air advection, air mass transformation, and fog in the June 10th, 2015 issue of Geophysical Research Letters.
Dude, I think I might know what this fucking purple plant number 4 is. I smelled it and I was like, man, now that it's curing, let me see. Let me just see. Oh, dude. Huh. It's fucking purple strain. This one shows a lot of foxtailing, though. It needs some investigating on my part. Where's my dog? He took off, man. Huh. Rhodey took off, man. Mountain. Rogie took off a mountain. This shows a lot of foxtailing, man, on this one. Hold on, let me keep looking here. That one's purple as fuck. Oh. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Plant number 4. Let me smell again. Yeah, plant number 4, I think. And I think it's fucking cherry pie, man. I think plant number 4 is cherry pie. I'm not 100% sure, but man, it fucking smells like it. You can smell the fucking crust, you know? The berry flavor, it's purple, you know? But I don't know. Let's put that there. So my dog's taking off. I'm gonna go look for him. I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, man. I hope you guys had fun. It's supposed to rain. Oh, too bad you can't cover your plants, man. That's the way to go, you know? Cover them. There we go. There we go. Bitcoin is at 56.9. Ethereum is at 3.744. They've dropped considerably. All right, love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoy the sunset, the NorCal sunset that I bring you. You guys get to watch the sunset, huh? Those of you who are on the East Coast, you get to see 2 sunsets every day. Nice, huh? Right through the window. Isn't that awesome? All right, I got to go find my dog. Love you guys. Hashtag keep it open, Enoch. Goddamn right. All 12 of you. I'll see you guys either late night tonight or tomorrow. Bye now. Keep your eyes on that crypto, guys. I gotta go find my doggy. He's probably just right out the window, you know. He doesn't go too far, I'm sure. But most of my audience has left, so bye, guys. I even busted out the fucking orange bud, man, you know, so I could smoke along. Ooh, I still got kafefe. I still got kafefe. You guys forgot to remind me to check my kafefe. Where is that dog? Where is my Beazle? That'd be crazy if you went to the bedroom and got in the bed, but he never does that shit. If he's here, I'll stay. But I don't think he is. I don't think he's in the bedroom. To go find my doggy. Once I find my shoes, man. It's getting cold out there too. Alright, you guys take care. Bye now.